So, good day, I am Mr. Robert Pascual, BS Entrepreneurship 2-2, and I am to explain how would you price your product in a perfectly competitive market as a small business owner. Well, in terms of pricing, you need to consider some things like cost, competitors, and consumer behaviors. Oh, what are those things ba? So, cost is those things that used to generate a product, like the rent, utilities, or the salaries for the labor. And competitors is those things that who are existed in the marketplace that can be your rival when in terms of selling. And consumer behavior, this is the thing that makes the consumer approach your product or to make a decision whether he will buy it or not. So bakit ba nagiging factors yung mga yon? Or bakit ba nagiging parameters siya when in terms of pricing? Kasi pag pricing kasi, you don't need to based doon sa gusto mo, no? You need to based on the gusto ng customer. But the most effective way is the thing called competitive strategy, competitive pricing. So, pag sinabing competitive pricing, you will base on the price that's set up by those competitors that you will have in the marketplace, no? So, for example, merong dalawang companies na nagbebenta ng cellphone, like an iPhone. They were selling it, the first business or a business selling a phone like a $90, and the B business, the second business, will sell it like a $99. So if you're going to sell a business, if you were use a competitive pricing, you will need to put the price of your product in the middle. So I mean that you will need to make your product like a $95. So the more you need to be more flexible when in terms of pricing, no? So most likely kasi there's a lot of strategies that can be used because the customers may make decision based on their emotional aspects, like how you approach. Well, in terms of consumer behavior kasi, the more you approach it positively, the higher percentage that you will sell the item, no? So that's it. Okay, the next question is how increased minimum wage might affect a supply, labor, and or pricing goods. So dalawa yung papaliwanag natin dito. So, paano nga ba naaapektuhan ng minimum wage, increase of minimum wage and supply labor? Well, there's a lot of advantage. So, paano ko ba nasabi? First thing, we have an increased labor supply. So, kapag ang company mo is malaki ang pasahod, marami mag-a-apply sa'yo. No? Marami mag-a-apply sa'yo. Second one, job competition. Most likely kasi, ang mga tao is they much prefer to go to the company who is they get more benefits. So if your company is high salary given, so the more the labor that you will get. The other one is improve the productivity. So if you have a lot of workers, diba, you will improve the productivity of their company. Siyempre marami ka ng marami ka ng labor dahil sa malaki ang sahod mo. At mababawasan mo yung poverty because marami ka na makukuha ng tao because marami mag-a-apply sa company mo. So, there's an advantage din, disadvantage din naman. So, ang disadvantage nito, pagdating sa labor, is the increase of labor cost. So, dadami yung bayarin mo kasi marami ka ng empleyado eh. So, yun yung nagiging effect ng sa supply labor. While in the pricing goods naman, well, there's a pricing effects like ang increase naman ng minimum wage sa pricing goods ay yung price increase niya, yung kasi market adjustment. Magma-market hindi siya stable kasi mataas na yung puhunan mo eh. Kailangan tumaas na rin yung magiging profit mo. Yung menu pricing, magbabago na rin yan. Magiging flexible na rin yan. Hindi na siya kagaya ng dati kasi mataas na yung naging puhunan mo, no? So, yun yung nagiging results of increase of minimum wage due by the labor supply and the pricing goods.